Aloha and welcome to another episode of Stay at Home Blues and Oranges. My name is Aunty Lei and today we will be in the kitchen. For today's recipe, we will be making crab wontons. We will need wonton wrappers, 1 package of imitation crab, 1 package of cream cheese, and some green onion. In addition, from the cupboard, you will need a chopping board and a knife, and you will also need a frying pan and a tongs for when you're frying your wontons. And you're gonna need a little bit of oil depending on how big your pan is. And you're gonna also need some paper towels and a plate to place your wontons when they're Let's get started. So first, I'm going to open my package of crab. Be careful. And I'm gonna put them all onto the chopping board, the entire package. Like that. And then I'm going to chop it one way and then the other. So we're gonna go the lengthways, nice and thin. So I'm just chopping it like that, making sticks the long way. So they are about this thick, so really thin. And you don't have to be too neat with this because it's gonna get mixed up into your wonton and you're not gonna be able to see it that well. So go ahead and finish up cutting it all the way across. Now that I have cut the crab all the way through, making thin strips, I'm going to go once again and I'm gonna move the crab that way and I'm gonna go across really thinly in a chopping motion to make thin pieces. If you have really big clumps still yet in your crab, once you've gone all the way across, just go ahead and take your knife and go back and forth and it should all get smaller. And once you're done chopping your crab, you can go ahead and put it in the mixing bowl. Now that I have my crab all cut up and put into my mixing bowl, I'm gonna open my softened cream cheese and I'm gonna add it to the mixing bowl. And once you have that added in, you're gonna take your fork and you're just gonna blend it in with each other. So I just take the crab mixture and I keep folding it in or blending it in with my fork so that they mix up nice and neat. This will take a few minutes, so just be patient and keep mixing, and you can fold out your cream cheese with your fork like that so it combines with the crab. Now that I have my crab mixture all mixed up well, I'm gonna put that to the side and prepare my green onion. So I'm gonna take my green onion and I'm gonna cut off the edge. I'm gonna toss that. And then I'm gonna cut my green onion into smaller pieces so that it's easier for me to cut. Take the big bunch, line them up as best as you can, and take your knife and again just making thin strips all the way across. So this is how my green onion looks when it's done cutting, and we're gonna add this to our crab cream cheese mixture. This is also the time that I like to add in a spoonful of powdered sugar. Wiggle it around, about a spoonful and a half. And then I also add in a few drops of Worcestershire sauce. And it kind of balances each other's flavors out so that it's nice and flavorful without being too sweet or too tart. And go ahead and give your crab mixture one more good mix. My wontons are all wrapped, and I'm gonna prep a plate with some paper towels or napkins, whatever you have, so that when they come out of frying, you have some place to place it. So just be sure to put a couple pieces of paper towel or napkin on a plate. Now I am going to heat my oil. So I have my pan and it's on high, and I'm just gonna place enough oil so that it places on the bottom, not too much. And once the oil heats up, you want to bring it down to a medium. And how you can tell when the oil is heated up is it'll have little bubbles in it, and that's how you know. And you can always test it with a piece of the wonton wrapper. When working with frying stuff in oil, you want to be sure that everything is really dry. So before I put my pan on the stove, I was sure to take a paper towel and make sure that the inside was nice and dry before I added the oil. And I also did that to my tongs. I made sure that after I washed it, I dried inside so that water would not drip into my pan, because that's how it splashes and can burn you. So be sure to do that also. I've turned down my heat to medium, and I can see inside the little bubbles, and it's ready for me to throw my wonton in. So I turned down my fire all the way to low, and as you can see, it's still frying the wontons really nicely. So then I can take it out without burning them. So be sure, look how fast that it's taking just to flip it, depending on your preference. Alright guys, this is how our finished wontons look. This is a good addition to outside barbecue or a side dish for your dinner. But like I said, how crispy or how dark you want it is up to you. So I have some pieces that are really dark, some pieces that aren't. My kids like it really crispy. They like it when the edges are nice and dark. I prefer mine somewhere in the middle, like this one. And when you serve it, make sure to have had it setting on the side for a little while, because it can be quite hot in the inside. Thank you for joining me again in the kitchen, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Aloha!